Hello, welcome to my side of the mountain. Today I want to show you how to do the double wrapped double crochet cluster. It's very easy. I was introduced to this stitch in the early 1980s. A lady named Alice Fowler wrote crochet patterns that she sold for $1 a piece. And if you, there was this little layette set that I made that had this double wrapped double crochet cluster. She did not name the stitch. I named the stitch. This is the only thing I know to call it. I've done some research. I haven't found the name of the stitch. If you know the name of this stitch, please let me know. I will be more than happy to make another video or change the title. But for now, we're calling it the double wrapped double crochet cluster. You will need a stitch count of 4 plus 11. To make the swatch that I have pictured, we're going to make a slip knot and chain 37. Obviously, you can make this larger or smaller if you would like. I'll go off camera and make those 37 chains. I have my 37 chains that I'm going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. Double crochet in the 3rd chain and in each chain across, and I will have 35 double crochets at the end, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, we're coming to the last chain. Then we will chain 2 and turn. After we double crochet in the last chain. Chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Now we're going to place a double crochet in the first 2 stitches. We have 35 double crochets, by the way, in that first row. We need a base of 2 double crochets on either end of our swatch. All right, now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and skip 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet. In the next stitch. Chain 5. And 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and single crochet. And we do that across until we get to the last 5 stitches. And I'll get to the last 5 stitches and show you what happens. I am at the last 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to chain 5. And instead of single crocheting, I am going to double crochet in the next to last stitch, and in the last stitch, or you can jump down into that chain space and make that double crochet right there. All right, now let's chain 2 and turn. This chain 2 does not count as a stitch, and double crochet in the first stitch and double crochet in the next stitch. Now we get to do the double wrapped double crochet cluster. And here's how we do that. We're going to put 3 double crochets under, just insert your hook under that chain 5 space, 3 double crochets. Now we're going to wrap the next 2 double crochets around all 3 of those double crochets, around the post of all 3 of those together. That first one I like to shove together to try to condense it. All right, so here we go. It's very easy. Yarn over. Wrap your hook around the post of all 3 stitches. Grab your yarn. You have 3 on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. That's the first wrap. Make 1 more. This first one is always a bit fiddly. Now, you don't want these to be loose. You want them to be kind of taut, but doesn't that look nice? Now, execute a double wrapped double crochet cluster in the next chain 5 space. So 3 double crochets, wrap this around, kind of taut, not loose. First wrap, second wrap. There you have 2 double wrapped double crochet clusters. Now I'm going to do this next one in slow motion. So yarn over 3 double crochets. I don't need to do this in slow motion. 3 double crochets under this chain 5. All right, now yarn over. I've got a hold of everything, and I've turned my work so that it is toward me, and I'm holding this pretty tight. Grab the yarn, and you're basically making the double crochet right in front. You're not pulling up, you're not loosening your loops, you're keeping them taut. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and you need to make another wrap. Same technique, keeping everything taut. It's tight. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and there you have a double wrapped double crochet cluster. Now, when we are finished, we are going to have 8 of these double wrapped double crochet clusters. We have 8 chain 5 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 double crochets at either end. Let me finish the double wrapped double crochet clusters and get to the end of the row, and I'll show you what's next. Okay, I'm at the last chain 5 space, executing the last double wrapped double crochet cluster. So 3 double crochets, 1, all right, so I've executed my last double wrapped cluster. Now I don't need to do anything else but put a double crochet in these last 2 double crochets, or down in that chain 2 space. I think I'll do that. I like that technique. It creates a straighter edge. All right, chain 2 and turn, and you have 2 double crochets, chain 5, and single crochet right in between those clusters in that large space.
Now, I don't recommend going under the stitch.
You can if you choose, but these stitches are so heavy, I feel like it causes them to go forward. But that's up to you. It can be a technique that you can use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We execute this all the way across, just putting the hook right in under the top 2 loops. On the 8th chain 5, we skip this stitch right here, and we just automatically go to a double crochet in the last 2 double crochets, or in that chain space. There we go. 2 double crochets, chain 2 and turn, a double crochet in the first 2 double crochets, and then just as before, we use all of these chain 5 arches to execute a double wrapped double crochet cluster. I like this stitch. It has a unique look on either side. You can really see the wraps on this side, and then it just has like a texture ripple on this side. I really like this stitch. Now, I did something a little bit different. I have made a swatch in different sized yarn. This is a 3. This is Mandala Sparkle. I live in West Virginia. I don't say Mandala If I did, it would, I mean, I just can't get used to that. I call it Mandala. All right, so Mandala Sparkle, same kind of swatch, same wraps. Each side has a little bit of a different look, but I wanted to show and point out to you that if you want to segment or have a top edge, then you will execute 4 double crochets in each double wrapped double crochet cluster, and then a double crochet in each double crochet at the end. That will bring you back to the correct stitch count. I think that's a unique technique also. I have some hats that I have made that have this double wrapped stitch that do not use chain arches. You can use this stitch with many different yarn weights. This is a fingering weight. This is a number 1.
So I want to show you how to add the double crochets to the top of the clusters.
You put your first double crochet in that large space. Then you skip this double crochet and then double crochet in the next 4. So double crochet in this large space, skip the first one, and then double crochet in the next 4, double crochet in the large space, skip, double crochet in the next 4, large space, and then of course 1 in each double crochet. This is so pretty. You could use this stitch in thread, but I also did something else interesting. I used this stitch with chunky yarn. I've made this swatch in a 6 weight, and I used an end crochet hook. Don't you just love this in a chunky 6? I love this stitch. It is used in the leafy lace wrap that I've just recently designed, and I added a treble mesh. It will help with the drape of this wrap. I'm so happy with this wrap. Don't you just love the texture? It was good to have you on my side of the mountain. I hope you'll try this stitch tutorial. I hope you'll come and visit me on my side of the mountain more often. It was so good to have you. Bye.